Welcome to Stuff and Whiskey. I'm Erin.
I'm Josh. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you're new here, we are the channel that does a whole bunch of blind tastings. We do other things as well, but primarily a lot of blind tastings so that you get the most honest opinions possible. Because when we taste like this, we don't know what to expect. We don't know what flavor notes we're supposed to have. We just taste it, tell you what we think about it with a simple thumbs up or thumbs down rating. Then we find out the price tag based on a key that we have that reveals that to us. And then we react to that based on what we just tasted. So you get a value rating as well. And then we find out what we're drinking. So it is a backwards way of doing things. But like I said, we try to remove the bias so that you get the most honest opinions. And we have drawn this at random from a blind sample pool full of a whole bunch of different samples. So it could be almost anything. Like I said, there's a keyed number on the bottom that corresponds to an online database that we've built. And you will learn very quickly that we do not know what is in this glass because we're almost always wrong. So let's get it on.
Well, we're almost always right because if we like it, we like it.
Exactly.
We don't try to guess what it is, Joshua.
Exactly. I'm saying, like, we'll be talking about a pour and we'll be like, oh, this bourbon smells great. And then it's a rye.
Oh,
or something like that.
I don't care about that. That's fine. I mean, if it gives us bourbon vibes and it's a rye, then that's good for people to know, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's why we do it this way. Ooh.
Smells sweet, strong.
I was going to say sweet and proofy.
Sweet and strong, yeah.
Yeah, like cherry forward, cherry vanilla, sweet, powerful bourbon.
Yeah.
This is, if I could script it out, this is what I want my whiskey to smell like. Let's get it on the palate for first impressions.
Cheers.
Cheers. And I'd get in there without cheers me.
Apologies.
Man. Wow.
I need a second first sip. I'm going in.
Yeah, that thing is got some punch and some power for sure. It feels like a familiar profile, to be honest with you.
Yeah. So the first official sip, I wasn't getting the sweetness that I got on the nose. But then the second sip, I got the sweetness that I was getting on the nose. So it does, the palate and the nose match. I do think that the first sip, the official first sip, is usually an acclimation sip. So you can't really get all the tastes from one sip. So I usually do a second first sip. Kind of like I used to have second breakfast.
Yeah.
Back in the day when I was working corporate job, I would have breakfast before I left the house. And then around mid-morning, I'd make oatmeal for my second breakfast. This is like second breakfast. You need 2 sips.
Okay. I don't need 2 sips to know that I like this a lot.
Yeah.
It's a crazy flavor profile. Are you getting anything specific on this?
And just general sweetness. Probably if I was pushed, I'd say cherry sweetness. It may be borderline too sweet for me. However, it feels proofy. And the proof, like the finish is lingering. There's warmth still like hanging out in my throat. So the proof does seem to counteract the sweetness. So I don't think it'd be like too sweet after so many sips. I think the proof kind of cuts that. So I like it. Yeah. I'm giving it a thumbs up. Okay.
For me, I'm getting like that cherry sweetness up front at first, but then as I spend more time with it, it's almost turning into like a little bit of almost like a cherry, I don't think this exists, but like a cherry strawberry blend jam on.
I'm sure it exists.
And peanut butter. It's almost pushing towards like a peanut butter sandwich with that on it, but like a really sweet, Jif peanut butter type of sweetness.
All right.
There's spice levels.
Are you saying that because you think it's a certain distillery?
It's just what it reminds me of.
Okay.
So I'm getting that. Leads with the fruit, then you get that kind of sweet peanut buttery note that's kind of light. The spice levels are low, but there is a bit of heat on it because the proof is high.
Yeah, it's more heat, less spice.
Yeah. But not hot for the sake of being hot. It's more of like a jalapeno heat or like a chili heat. Like you're getting this kind of burn that goes with the sweetness that kind of offsets it and makes it nice.
Yeah, and it's
not
like
just straight
it's like
ethanol.
an after heat. It's not while you're drinking it. It's like the finish brings the heat.
Yeah.
To me anyway.
But it's not just straight ethanol is my point.
Yeah,
there's flavor that comes with it, and then what you're left with on the back end is just like this beautiful sweet oak. It soaks into your palate. It gets into everything. It's like a pinball lighting up everything on the machine. I'm 2 thumbs up on this.
Also,
I really like this.
I'm really sorry. You have a beard hair. A rogue beard hair. Oh, I got it.
Good job.
Got him. Do I make a wish? Can I make a wish with beard hairs? Or is it just eyelashes?
I don't know.
Let's see.
You let us know.
Oh, I was wrong.
My-
It stuck to my thumb. My wish won't come true anyway.
You'd blow it off. What are you talking about? You just go, and then what is this?
I didn't want to get it in our whiskey, so I just put it back here on the carpet.
Well, my wish would be that this would be $100 or less.
Oh.
I don't think that's going to be the case, but we'll see.
I don't think it will be either.
This is number 88 in our key. Aaron's going to look up the price. We'll see if that changes how we feel about this. But your thumbs up. I'm 2 thumbs up. I love this.
Oh, you're 2 thumbs up?
Yeah. This is it. This is what I want out of my bourbon.
Oh.
Big, powerful, sweet, flavorful.
Hot diggity dog.
How much is it?
It's $300 American dollars.
Yeah. Like I said, I didn't think my wish was coming true either.
I'm not surprised, but I don't want to pay that. But it does taste good. I got to think about this.
Here's the thing. 2 thumbs up means I gotta have it. I am not just rushing out the door to part with $300 for whatever this is.
Yeah.
But if I got to taste it and could buy a bottle, I would probably buy a bottle. So I have to stay thumbs up on this.
Okay, that's fair. I think I'm going to go down to just okay, because for me that means I would maybe get a pour of it at a bar. But I don't have to own a bottle of it. I wouldn't spend $300 to own a bottle, but I might spend $40 at a bar for a pour, something like that, you know? Because I'd rather spend $40 over $300.
Yeah, I mean, $300 is special whiskey price tags, and this has a special whiskey drinking experience. There are single barrels that exist out there for half this price or a little less that kind of bring a similar experience.
True.
In my opinion, honestly,
and similar power.
Yeah, our proximity to Nashville Barrel Company and our relationship with them means that we get to pick a lot of barrels that kind of give a similar experience to this. And we get to get our hands on other barrels that not even we pick, but other people pick, but we get in the know about.
Yeah.
And I would buy 2 Nashville Barrel Company single barrels from trusted palates, especially our palates, over this. But
you trust your own palate? That's good. But I'm glad to hear that.
This is truly outstanding whiskey.
Yeah.
From first sip, I had no doubt I was going 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, it's good. And it is good. I can't deny it.
And if $300 was a little bit less money to me, like if it didn't matter as much.
If it was a smaller percentage of your overall monthly budget.
Yeah, I would stay 2 thumbs up on this. This is not a lot of things do what this does.
Yeah.
Let's find out what we're drinking.
I feel that. Okay. We are drinking Russell's Reserve Single Rickhouse CNF. It's 117.6 proof, and this sample is thanks to Justin Williams.
Justin, thank you so much, man.
Yeah.
We've had samples of CNF from a lot of people. So this was, if I'm not mistaken, a 2023 release, special release.
Okay.
Or early 2024 because, and you guys are seeing it on screen now, but because later in 2024, Russell's 15 came out. And we like Russell's 15 even more than this. Historically. And my stance after Russell's 15 came out is, why would I buy this if I could just buy Russell's 15? On secondary, Russell's 15 is a little bit more money than this. Or if you find it in a store that marks things up, I would still rather have Russell's 15 than this.
Really?
But boy, oh boy, is this truly special whiskey.
Yeah.
This is very good.
It is good. Like, there's no denying it.
Now.
It definitely is bourbon, though. Yeah. It's not, if you don't like bourbon, if bourbon is too sweet for you. I once dated a guy who didn't like bourbon because it was too sweet. This is not for you. Definitely not for you. So don't spend your money on it.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like tasting it now, knowing what it is, the turkey profile comes through.
Oh, yeah?
That jam and sweet peanut butter, that can be kind of like a special Heaven Hill release or a special Wild Turkey release. So this is kind of right in that vein.
Gotcha.
Honestly, we've done a blind of...
You're shedding.
You should do this before we start recording. You got to look out for me.
I'm sorry.
You're not looking out for me.
I failed you as a wife. I apologize.
You have. How dare you? Okay. This right here, we've done a single Rickhouse lineup of the C and Camp Nelson C, Camp Nelson Elf, and then Camp Nelson B.
Camp Nelson
Elf. Yeah. Buddy the Elf.
Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color?
But red, if this glass tastes like red.
Yeah.
But of that lineup, as far as the releases have gone, we prefer them in order of recency. So Camp Nelson B was our favorite. Camp Nelson F was very close, but Camp Nelson B just was a little darker and richer, and we kind of gravitate towards that over this kind of fruity sweet profile. And then Camp Nelson C was kind of the easy last place. these Camp Nelsons are expensive, but they're all, other than the first one, they have been worth the price of admission near enough if you're a big Wild Turkey fan.
Yeah.
So
you could twist some arms and feel okay about your decision, I feel like, with it.
And we say it all the time, but this is a hard to get bottle. It's an expensive bottle. Mm-hmm. Is that worth more that it's hard to get or expensive? No, it doesn't necessarily
not to us
hold intrinsic value, but being able to take bottles like that and share them with friends and make memories, those memories are worth the price of admission sometimes. And that's why we like bottles like this. We're glad they exist on the market. I know a lot of people lament the fact that bourbon has got more and more expensive, but guess what? You can still go out and buy Rare Breed for us for $48. And that's been the same for years and years and years.
Lovely.
So the market at the bottom end is still the same. It's just bourbon has stretched the top end of the market and started offering more premium offerings.
That's a good observation.
And that's not the worst thing in the world if you like using whiskey to create special memories with friends, which we do.
Yeah.
So
fair.
Maybe that is worth something to you, but only you can decide. If you like this video, only you can decide whether you want to subscribe to this channel or not.
True.
But we do stuff like this every Monday.
It's free. It's not $300 to subscribe.
That's true. But it is only $3 to join our Patreon community, linked at the top of the video description. And maybe you can find somebody that will trade you a sample of Camp Nelson F. We have a lot of people that love this bottle and have... there's a lot of these bottles floating around, and samples have floated around in our community. But that's what we do. We help each other out. We take care of each other. So if you're looking for a community online, get off the toxicity of Facebook. Join us over on Patreon. Get plugged into our Discord. Start meeting some really good whiskey people who care about sharing and hanging out and just chopping it up. Caring is sharing?
Sharing is caring.
Okay. Caring. Share. Yeah, you said it right. All right. I had a little bit of a swap moment there.
All right. I can tell your brain's getting all jumbled. Let's wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be good to each other. And until next time, cheers.
Cheers.
Your mouth was starting to go faster than your brain, and I thought I'd help you out. Because I failed you so horribly with your shedding beard hairs.
It does happen. You know, I know we're getting ready to record and we're just doing this, that, and the other, and then we sit down and you're sitting there and I'm sitting here and the light's coming across.
It's just like
and then it just highlights everything.
Yeah, it's okay.
I get why you didn't see it. Maybe we'll just start doing a little pre-recording check. Yeah.
Like, isn't that like what monkeys do? They just like pick things off of each other. Yeah. We're like monkeys.
We're not altogether too different. Man, this is good though.
It is. I'm not gonna lie. It is good. I'm not going to spend my $300 on it, though. I'd rather buy yarn.